that is a very sensitive subject.
I am a single father. I am in Atlanta at Clark Atlanta University. I'm a father of one. He's Nasir. His name. He is 7 years old, and he's a brilliant little guy. He's in second grade right now. Currently active in sports.
Yeah, you can go ahead and
My
start.
name is David Jackson. I'm a DeKalb County police officer. I live in Roswell, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
So what you want me to tell you?
Oh, how long you been a single dad?
I was a single dad for 11 years.
And how was that?
Challenging. When my ex-wife, when she walked out on me and the kids, my twins were 9 years old.
Mm-hmm.
My middle son was 7, and my youngest son was 6.
So you had 3 kids?
4.
4 kids.
4.
Okay.
I got boy-girl twins, and then I got 2 other sons.
Oh wow.
Everybody, I'm James Tomlin. I'm a single father. Been a single father almost for 8 or 9 years now, and I'm raising a 16-year-old daughter, and she's brilliant. She's super smart. She's averaging at least a 3.8 academic score GPA, and she's focuses engineering. She wants to be an engineer when she grows up. So she's also right now taking engineering classes, drafting classes. There's also some AP classes as well. So I'm really, 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 really proud of my daughter. And her name is Autumn, and she's a sweet young lady. So
In the past, I was in school, so I wasn't really able to see any of his first step. Him talk for the first time, him use the potty for the first time. As of now, like my current challenge that I face is I wasn't really good in school. Like I didn't like to read. Honestly, I didn't know how to read until I was about, let's say, 10. So like just now with him being in second grade, I'm just trying to get him to be able to read now or to learn as much as he can, so that in the future he won't the burden of him reading or not being able to read won't be a big burden how it was to me. Also, the communication sometimes between me and his mother, we really don't see eye to eye all the time. So, that's a big challenge. He's currently active in sports. So, and like I was active in sports since I was about 6 years old as well. So, me not being there, I know, or me not being there, me not having a father figure in my life. So, I know the challenges that you go through as a child, not having your dad around or having your father around. So like sometimes when he's like either wrestling or playing football, he's looking to the stands and like kind of like wondering where I am, and me not being there is kind of like a burden on me as well. So.
know where we going with this,
You can say
Sky?
some of the challenges that you faced as being a single dad.
Okay. The biggest challenge I have is the conversation interaction with her mom and me.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it's negative, but there's just a limited interaction and conversation around raising my daughter. And sometimes that's a huge struggle for me because I'm thinking because this is your child, you would want to have a lot more conversation with the father who's actually raising your daughter around how she's being raised.
Mm-hmm.
And what she usually does is kind of circumvent that process. She actually has more conversation with my daughter versus me, and there's no animosity between us. There's no difference between us, but we just, for some reason, and it seems like it's like it's almost like it's flipping the script a little bit, because usually it's the other way around when the mother's more so raising the children and the father's not so much involved. In this instance, it's just the opposite.
Right.
For whatever reason, the mom's not been there spiritually, emotionally, and financially at times.
Mm-hmm.
I had to actually do some of the things that mothers usually do is call her and say, hey, your daughter needs this or needs that. And you don't have to send it to me necessarily, but make sure that your daughter has an opportunity to get those things that she needs. And it's been a huge challenge over the years.
Okay.
I mean, receiving letters or phone calls. Like, my daughter's been down here almost 8 years, and her mom's not been down here once to see her.
Wow.
The thing about a girl was, like, finding the girly stuff, like, getting her hair done. And then, like, because I remember I used to do her hair up until she might have been about 10, 11 years old. Mm-hmm. And I used to, just do little plaits.
Yeah.
And then I went to church one time, and the old lady came up to me. She was like, "Baby, if you need somebody to help you with your daughter's hair," I was like, "That's my sign right there. I can't do her hair no more." So.
As far as in your resources, what would you consider your resources, or even your support system to help you throughout your, and they can be non-traditional or traditional, meaning from the government or family, friends?
Well, I would say support. I have a lot of friends that kind of support me. I confide in them. As far as like family wise, I don't live with my mother or my father. I stay with my aunt. So whenever I'm not there, she kind of like gets him and makes sure he's he's doing the right things. I mean, although he's only 7, make sure he's doing the right thing, make sure his homework is done. Financially, I really haven't had a job. I mean, whenever I come home for the summertime, I get a job just because I'm not, I live off my, let's say my refund check basically.
Mm-hmm.
Pay all my bills through that. So whatever else I have left, straight at him.
Mm-hmm.
But the biggest challenge I found in raising my daughter is just the isolation piece of it all.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of, like when single moms get,
yeah,
there's a lot of support. It's almost like there's a lot of wraparound services. There's a lot of conversation and dialogue
mm-hmm.
around single moms raising their children, whether it's one child to multiple children.
Mm-hmm.
For fathers, it's just the opposite. It's almost like it's supposed to be that way, or there's some expectation or understanding that fathers can handle it, or there's no regard whatsoever emotionally, mentally, how a father might be, dealing with those challenges each and every day.
Mm-hmm.
So,
my ex-wife and I, we agreed that we were gonna basically because she moved out
mm-hmm.
and she left me with the kids, and she actually took the only vehicle we had at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but she agreed, I'll help you out. She never helped, she hardly even visited the kids. I think she might have came maybe once a week
mm-hmm.
to just see them, but she never supplied any financial support. Never showed up to games. Never
mm-hmm.
came to any of their school events, anything like that. And this when I was living back in Washington. I was living in Washington State when
mm-hmm.
all this started. And then going through child services and stuff like that. Like when I moved here to Georgia, I've been for 4 years now working on trying to get an increase on my child support. Never get an increase. I was getting $100 a month for all 4 kids.
Wow.
$100 a month.
No, you get $100.
Oh, right now? But then she stopped paying her child support last year, the year before, so I haven't been getting anything.
Okay.
But now, my twins, they're 20 years old now.
Okay.
So they're out on their own.
Mm-hmm.
My other son turned 18 this year.
Okay.
So as soon as he turned 18, they took him off.
Okay.
So now I have my youngest son.
Mm-hmm.
I get $25 a month for my youngest son. He's 17 years old, 6'4", 165. Yeah.
So that's nothing but lunch money.
It's not even lunch money.
Wow.
Because lunch money at school, because I'm not eligible for any type of other assistance because they say I make too much money.
Mm-hmm.
But his lunch is $4 a day for lunch and breakfast at school.
Mm-hmm.
So that's $20.
Yeah.
Saying a week, I get $6.75 a week for him.
Wow. And
I don't even get that because she hasn't paid it. She still owes me like $5,000-$6,000 back pay. And have they enforced anything? No.
Mm-hmm.
Have they, nothing. They haven't suspended. They didn't do anything.
So then, how do you cope with having to deal with those barriers?
It's frustrating, but I can't depend on it, so I don't depend on it.
Mm-hmm.
I just do what I got to do. Saying as far as hustling, legally. And man, I'm gonna be real with you. As a single father, the system is not set up to help single fathers.
Just me and you.